Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
There's certainly a big story from yesterday, but
guess what the first top trending topic is.
Well, actually, the top trending topic at the moment is Eminem. He's got a new song out. It's called Houdini, and if you like old sounding Eminem, you're gonna love this. It sounds just like his early 2000s. I mean, he even starts back. Guess who's back? Back again, and it's kind of that cartoonish. It's cornball stuff, but
with abracadabra underneath it.
Steve Miller Band, Abracadabra.
Yeah. Okay,
Dr. Dre is in it. He's back to wearing the superhero suit and saying these ridiculous things. So if you like old Eminem, you're gonna love this song.
I forgot that was coming out today.
Does he yell in like a nasally type voice?
You bet.
Never.
Okay. Well, then that's Eminem.
He even brings back that Pee Wee Herman, kind of. I mean, it's
all right.
It is.
All right.
It is a throwback.
I'll check that
sound.
out.
I liked it.
So Eminem is the top trending topic. Certainly, the biggest story yesterday. Former President Donald Trump was found guilty on 34 charges, felony counts. So they're expecting him to do some sort of press conference today, but he did a fundraiser last night right after going to court, and then went back to his Trump Tower.
He's going to speak today at 11 at Trump Tower.
Okay,
which will probably be carried live on a lot of the networks. He is now the first former president who is also a convicted felon, but he can still run for president, and he's obviously going to appeal.
Yeah,
so he says he's appealing immediately.
Yeah, and people who don't keep up with things all the time as far as the news and current events and politics and stuff don't realize just how awful this is for our country. Not that he committed crimes or anything, but the fact that he didn't, and they were able to prosecute him with a rogue judge and rogue district attorney, basically communists running communist style courts is what has happened here in order to keep him from becoming president again. It's all election interference, and it's terrible. I mean, it's a sad, sad day.
That's how everybody was like, well, I'm definitely voting for him now. There was a lot of that too. Like, I'm glad that he was found guilty. That just makes me want to vote for him more. So we'll see the reactions to it throughout the day and throughout the rest of the week. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's daughter Shiloh is officially dropping the name Pitt from her name. So it will now be Shiloh Jolie, I believe is how you pronounce it. So, it looks like all the kids are just not having anything to do with Brad Pitt anymore. Oh, poor Brad. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
He seems like such a nice guy.
You hear some of those stories and they're like, oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
But he quit drinking.
I think that's probably for the best. If any of that stuff was true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's the only complaints I've heard about how he acted was when he was drinking, right? Is that what they used to say?
The big one was the fight on the plane with his kid.
Yeah, and he was drunk, right?
I believe so. That was the story anyway.
Yeah.
Bless it.
Yeah.
Bless it. All right, there is a debate going on, and this debate raises its head, I'd say, at least once a year. But, with the social medias and everything, people don't keep up with it. They'll be like, oh, wow, yeah, I've never thought of that. And then they start arguing. So we may put it to rest. Who knows? Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Rarely will you hear a truly highfalutin person say to their kids, "Hey kids, let's go. Get your swimsuits. We're going to the water park today."
Their loss.
Yeah.
Their loss.
Right, but you just don't see that. You don't see that on the Real Housewives of anything. You know, they never do that. But I love a water park. I love a big water slide and the whole thing at the water parks. But there just like anywhere else you go, there are people there who don't know how to act.
Sure.
You know.
Of course.
But this big debate has come up again. U.S. America, because men can do it. Why can't women do it? And they used water park as an example. So imagine that. You go to the water park and you got women running around there topless.
That sounds awesome.
Does it?
I'm on board with this. In the wave pool. Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. The whole argument of, well, if it's okay for men to do it, then why can't women do it? There are all kinds of things in our society and our culture that one sex can do, but the other can't do.
Yeah. I get it. They say because women topless, it's sexualized. It's okay.
But the women who would mostly the women who would want to go topless would not be sexualized.
Just like the nude beaches, right?
Now, that's the question. Do you see a difference between beaches and water parks? Like, would it be okay to have women to go topless on any public beach, but not at a water park?
No, it's all the same because it's where kids are, and it's just, it's trashy.
But
that's the way it comes down to, and that's what I was going to say. The law should have a trashiness language put into it. You know, it should reach a level of like, okay, we'll go to whatever they are, like second degree murder, third degree murder should be first degree trashiness, second degree trashiness, okay. and we should have the punishments that are equivalent.
That's a great idea.
So. And I mean, if you go to a water park and you're a woman and you take your top off, then that's probably first degree trashiness, and you might need to go to penitentiary. At least 30 days. You go in 30.
It's the Ace and TJ Show.
God dang, I'm so sorry. I was thinking it was a 3-minute break and not a 4-minute break. Fuck. I'm so sorry. We'll have to do that over.
No, that's. I'd rather just whack it like that than.
Can you fix that, Rob?
Yeah.
I got the timing off in my head, and I just thought that was a 3-minute break.
If you want to play me the sweeper again.
Yeah, hang on a second. So sorry.
That's all right.
I just got confused on the timing.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue, and never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do the higher end shots.
Now 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
I think my son may be on baseball overload by the end of the weekend.
He's got to be.
Last night he went with his friend to the minor league baseball game of the Kannapolis Cannonballers. We love them, and he went with his buddy. One of their other friends' boss had club seats and gave them to the friend, and he said, "I can't go. Do y'all want to go sit in his seats?"
That's awesome.
And he was like, "Yeah." Plus, he got some new blenders for his birthday.
Oh my God.
Some new what?
Blenders, sunglasses.
Oh, blenders.
Yeah, first pair of sunglasses.
He's never had a pair of sunglasses?
That is not my son. That ain't my son.
Really?
And then we're going to the LSU game today in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. at
I'm
University
jealous of that,
Chapel
man.
Hill.
Man.
Ace, what is the worst concert experience you've ever had? What concert?
Oh, gosh. That'd be a hard one. I left the Rolling Stones concert early because the sound was so bad one time. And I'm a huge
sound
fan.
quality.
The sound in the arena was like one of those. The whole night I was like, it sounds terrible. It was echoey, and I was like, I'm just going to bail. I left a little bit early. That was probably the worst one.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I think that's even worse than the example that we have here. This girl made a video right after the concert when she got home. It's kind of silly, She's being a little bit sensitive, I think.
Hey guys, just got back from the Melanie Martinez concert. My mom's dead. I walked in on her on the floor, unconscious, and paramedics just pronounced her dead. What is my life? What is, genuinely, I'm actually in shock right now. What?
But that sound thing,
Crap. I was not expecting that.
you would think the Rolling Stones of all bands would have enough money to get a good sound system.
Yikes.
That was the second time I've heard that audio. It's just as shocking.
Yeah, bless her heart.
I was totally flabbergasted
And
by that.
she's all in her. You can tell she's been to the concert. She's all dressed,
She's
like
got
she's
her
out.
Concert attire on.
Yeah, bless her heart. Yeah, can you imagine that though? Coming home from a concert, you're all happy and you're up, and then there's your mom. But she didn't say why or what happened or anything.
It's
Just leaves all of us to, to wonder.
How rude.
And you know what else? People would say, well, what should you be doing posting that? Well, I get that though. You're kind of in such a state of shock.
Yeah,
So
you can tell she's
you
in
just
shock.
want to express that and get it out. Like some of you want to, you want to get that out of your body somehow. You know what I mean? I feel terrible for her.
Yeah.
I've been to a bunch of concerts that ended terribly. Like my friend broke his back after we left a concert.
Oh.
Yeah. I've been missed work the next day because of concerts. Most of the concerts I've been to have ended not well.
Yeah, because you don't go to a lot of concerts.
I don't go to a lot of them, but I think everyone I've ever been to ends up with a fist fight or somebody got too drunk and there's an argument that lasted forever. And
Like your Dave Matthews Band, that time, didn't you go?
there was one. Yeah, that was one when my brother got really, really drunk, and that set off a fight between my other brother and him, and it was a mess. And then my friend broke his back, and then I missed work the day after.
But at least nothing like this has happened.
My mom didn't die.
Wow.
Okay, I don't even know why I wanted to play that.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So, just a behind the scenes thing. We were talking about concerts, and whenever that happens, a lot of times Ace will get all juiced up and start just like cussing like that was great, it's flawless, it was blinking flawless.
It's true. It's a true story.
I don't know, because Rob said, well, I saw John Mayer and it was a bad concert experience because he just did too many solos and all that. And they said, well, last time I saw John Mayer, it was fantastic, it was blanking great.
Well, I didn't mean it like in his face.
Don't you dare talk like that.
I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying, I saw John Mayer. I almost cussed just then. He was amazing.
Yep.
Flawless. He was phenomenal. One of the best shows I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of shows.
And Ace calls them shows instead of concerts because he's in a band, and that's the way band folk refer to concerts.
That's true. That's a bad habit of mine that I need to get out of calling them shows.
It's like old school radio people always refer to songs as records.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do that too. That's a good record.
Yeah.
I like that.
Man, that is a tight record.
I hadn't seen a record.
That record is tight, baby.
In your face, Rob. But you don't know anything.
I didn't mean it like that, Rob. Like you're an idiot. I was just excited to share my John Mayer experience because it was incredible, flawless.
You're stupid.
It
if you
was
didn't like John Mayer.
I've seen him twice. The second time he was ridiculously good.
But aren't all recorded songs considered records? Wouldn't they technically be records because it's short for recording?
Yeah,
right. It's a recording.
I never knew that. Never put that together. Recording, record.
Really?
Never. Never. We should just keep calling them records then, because that actually makes perfect sense.
It really does.
They're recordings.
Yeah, but they got. You know, now that you don't have any, the physical became what was called a record,
right?
And then now it was not records anymore. Well, actually, they technically are.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, everything's a record if it's on.
Yeah. Oh, that record sounds good on the air. It's like, oh, that record sounds good.
Well, they used to call albums used to be called, record albums to let you know, it's still a recording, but it's an album instead of a single.
Album short for like albuminium or something?
Yes.
Like a condo?
It is. Yeah, no problem. But don't you dare talk about John Mayer badly. Yeah. Rob, that was the purpose of it. No, it didn't come off. It didn't come off that way.
The man is a rock god.
He played slow dancing in a burning room, and I cried.
I did almost.
I cried too.
I did almost cry. The John Mayer show was that good.
See, I'm not that big a fan of John Mayer's type of music.
Woo!
And you love him, don't you, Regan? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I usually like more upbeat, fun music. If I'm going to listen to a slow song or a ballad or whatever, I want it to be a soul type song.
He was.
I want it to have some.
He did it all.
Spice in it.
John Mayer did it all. Broke up the shows into chapters with little videos.
Oh God!
And he did different videos. As Regan would say, chef's kiss.
Yeah,
one of the best shows I've ever seen.
I would have wanted a flawless bullet at that point. It's like, good Lord, I thought this was supposed to be fun.
But it was fun.
These chapters and big
head.
Head.
Chapter 3.
Yeah,
big head John Mayer.
Chapter. It was like the acoustic, the John Mayer trio, the hits.
Ooh, we brought up the trio.
Yeah. 35 minutes of the John Mayer trio. Okay, I'm on a tangent.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. But we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should. And because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started. And they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Well, it is that special time every week when we come together, one with another in the Ace and TJ radio family, For the week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ show, to be reviewed for us in song, thanks to Rickens and the Week in Review.
And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Ace got hauled into court, and if he talks about it, he'll be fined. Ace has been under more gag orders than every mobster combined. He didn't have to be in the Louisiana courtroom. He testified over Zoom on Wednesday night. Plus, if it happens in a Louisiana courtroom, it can't be that important, right? I didn't know you could go to court over Zoom, and I know you look at Louisiana with a lot of affection. I was surprised that they have a laptop with a solid Wi-Fi connection. And this is the song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Today is National Smile Day. How to celebrate? Well, that depends. Women love when you tell them to smile, so get out there and make some friends. Rob drank 11 hard Mountain Dews. I was as shocked as you. Rob, I know your bloodline is Midwestern, but you are a redneck through and through. Drinking 11 drinks in a night is a lot. People call him a nerd, and that's his shtick. But I'm thinking of another name. It starts with an A and ends with an ick. And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Tomorrow is National Olive Day. I like the ones with a little pepper inside. But it's also the beginning of Pride Month. Coincidence? You decide. Just when people are like, what are olives and gay people? Ace is heading off to the beach. He said he's already done and packed, but the fact that he's leaving town at the beginning of Pride Month, it just seems like a hateful act. You know? Bit of a homophobe. Rob, you're going to get wasted again this weekend, right? I bet he's stashing booze inside his trunk. Tech D Rob is a booze hound. I guess the D now stands for drunk. And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. I'm just kidding. Ace is not a homophobe. Oh, yeah, thank you for throwing that in.
But Rob is an alcoholic.
But Rob
might be an alcoholic.
Might be a drunk.
I mean, that is 11 and then a rum and coke and then a shot and then an IPA.
Yeah.
My mom was not happy with me.
Oh, she heard that?
No, well, I told her about it. I'm not going to keep it from her.
Guess what, Mom?
I'm not keeping anything from Mama. You know that.
Mama knows everything.
I got to tell Mama.
You told your mom?
We had to tell her where all of her booze went.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
And years of research.
we've decided great furniture
Is good fitting?
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Real quick, we got to ask a question. On Friday morning show, can you please send a shout out to Beaufort, B-A-U-F-O-R-T. Beaufort. I don't know why. Let me get back to what I'm doing. Beaufort County Northside High School baseball and softball teams. They're playing for the state championship Friday and Saturday. Same school.
Wow.
Baseball and softball playing for the state championship. They listen on Bob 93.3 to the Ace and TJ show all over Eastern North Carolina. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I missed.
It might be that. I just
No,
I thought it
it's
was
Beaufort.
Yeah, I second guessed myself when I said it. I was like, wait a minute. I've been saying it for almost 30 years.
I love that area. I probably will live there someday.
Really?
But how about that? The baseball and the softball team, back-to-back days playing for state championships. That's pretty amazing. Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Good for them, man. There is a school bus driver in Virginia. His name is Ulysses Winfield, and he is finally retiring.
Thank God. That sounds like a 200-year-old person. Ulysses Wilford? Well, good Lord.
Wait, hang on a second. There's more to this story. Ulysses Whitfield.
Ulysses Whitfield.
He got hired in 1954.
Oh my God!
Now, wait, hang on. Listen to him talk about his job. There's a note to this at the end. Here we go.
It was smooth with me, though. I didn't have any problem with the kids at all. Respect the kids, and you'll receive respect from them. Because I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I have good kids. I'm going to miss them.
How sweet is that man? He's 85 years old. He's been driving for 70 years. Take a second to do the math. That's right. He was 15 when he was the school bus driver.
Yeah, they didn't have the same laws back then about having to be 18 or whatever.
He was 15 driving a school bus, driving other kids to school. Now you have to be 18 to legally, get a job in Virginia as a school bus driver, apparently.
Wow.
I feel like he should have been a soldier or something with that name.
Why? Because of Ulysses S. Grant?
That's the only Ulysses I even know about.
What? You don't know a bunch of them, Rob, in the gaming world?
No.
The gamer world?
What other Ulysses would you know?
Are there any other ones?
I'm sure somewhere there are.
Yeah, there are.
It's just this dude and Ulysses S. Grant.
And one of the things, if you're on TikTok very much, there are tons of videos of cicadas. Like we had the video the other day of the woman who was in her car with the bag over her head, like a helmet, crying because she was scared of them and she had to get out of her car. Yeah. There were thousands of them all around. But this lady in central Illinois, this lady in Tennessee, she's in Tennessee, who doesn't shy away from her opinions about what we should be doing with the cicadas.
We is under attack out here in Tennessee. We is out here fighting for our lives out here in Tennessee, baby. These cicadas have invaded. Like how they said them aliens was coming. It is time to rally the troops. See a cicada, shoot a cicada. I'm talking about see a cicada, stop a cicada.
Stop a cicada.
Yeah. My daughter lives in Tennessee. She has to run to her car after work in the parking lot. Because they're
everywhere, apparently. Yeah. Have you seen the video of the lady in Illinois?
Matter of fact, that was my daughter.
Rainy.
Her video.
See a cicada, shoot a cicada.
It's radio. It's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help. Because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Do you use your dishwasher to wash things other than dishes?
Yeah.
Such as, Riggins?
The dish brush I put in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And sometimes I've washed hats in there.
Yeah.
In the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a thing that you could get that keeps the hat in shape.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've seen that
put it in
before.
there.
I just used to throw mine in the washing machine.
Yeah,
When
I've done that
wash
too.
them. Okay. I just saw this thing online about things that people wash in the dishwasher that are not, related to, they're not plates or what would you call them?
Dishes.
Dishes. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for.
The dishwasher.
Yeah. I washed my feet in there.
But like the list, light fixtures, and I never thought about it. Okay, if you take the light fixture down, it's glass, or maybe if it's glass, you might want to put it in there. Crocs made the list. Somebody said they put their Crocs in the dishwasher to wash them.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Just throw them in the washing machine.
I've never owned a pair of Crocs. I wondered if there was something special about it. Reading glasses.
That seems like a little overkill,
isn't it? Scissors, okay. A vase for flowers, okay. That just seems like that's where it would normally go. We don't wash anything that's in the dishwasher that's not, like dishes related stuff.
I wouldn't know because I'm a man.
What do you mean? You don't?
I don't do no dishes.
Dishes? Okay.
You don't never see me doing nothing in the kitchen like a woman.
My dishwasher's named Jody.
Yeah. I got the prettiest dishwasher they is.
Now you feel bad, right? Like,
she just turns on the radio. My dishwasher's name is Jody.
I'm a dishwasher. And a couple of interesting notes.
I was just kidding, ladies.
It was a joke.
So there's a guy who is suing Live Nation and Madonna, claiming that Madonna and Live Nation tricked customers into buying expensive tickets by purposely and deceptively withholding information. For example, they didn't tell the concert goers the show wouldn't start on time. They didn't tell them how hot and uncomfortable temperatures would be during the shows, or the fact that Madonna would lip sync much of the shows.
Okay.
And last but not least, he says he and other fans were not informed that they would be subjected to, quote, pornography without warning, end quote, because there were topless women simulating sexual acts in the show.
Well, sure, we saw what happened with Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
That dancer grinding all over him, that was pretty graphic.
Madonna's name on the ticket is your warning, right?
Yeah.
It's Madonna. You know what Madonna's all about. You may not like her. You may not like her music. You may not even listen to that type of music. But you hear the words Madonna. Everybody knows Madonna. Everybody knows if you go to a Madonna show, you're going to get some type of
trash.
Not the word I would have used was sexual.
You're going to get some kind of trash.
It's crazy.
I would be upset that it was too hot in there. But, oh my God, turn on some air. That sucks.
Yeah. But what are they? I mean, that's one of those things that's so subjective. Other people might have thought, well, it's not hot in here at all.
Yeah.
It feels very comfortable.
That's stupid.
That's just a stupid thing to sue over. I get suing or being upset if the show doesn't start on time or 3 hours late, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the fact that he paid a lot of money to go see Madonna in 2024, I mean, that shows right there he's not of sound mind. I would throw out that lawsuit so fast if I were the judge.
That's really all you needed to know.
Get out of my courtroom.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Strap in. We're going to run through a few things that you might find interesting quickly. Number one, Lenny Kravitz says he hasn't been in a serious relationship for 9 years and that he's been celibate all that time, that it's a spiritual thing. His decision is also inspired by his dad cheating on his mom growing up. When he confronted his dad about it, his dad just said that he'd be the same way when he was older. So Lenny Kravitz has decided he's not going to be the same way now that he's older. He also says he'd like to be in a relationship, but that's probably not feasible now because he's pretty set in his ways after 9 years of not being in one and doing what he wants to do.
Like wearing leather pants to work out?
Yeah, like that. Something else you might find interesting. In a new survey, the average woman says they start feeling pressure to look younger at the age of 39. And it also says that a lot of women say that admit that seeing younger women in ads for beauty products makes them wish they were younger. But the average woman says that she feels 8 years younger than her actual age. That's pretty good.
I'm 39, but I feel
31.
31. Good for you.
I feel, well, that's not true. Physically, I feel younger than my age. Mentally, I feel like I'm about 95.
Yeah.
And I am in love with this story. A grocery store in Russia got some pretty bad press this month after 18 customers landed in the hospital with food poisoning linked to their products. So, to keep people coming in, the store owner made a big announcement. If anybody comes in here and gets food poisoning, he would pay them 1 million rubles. That's about $11,000.
Oh.
Well, they say the strategy worked because people flooded into the store. The only catch was they flooded into the store trying to get food poisoning. One customer reported seeing people licking the eggs, hoping they were covered in salmonella. And they said it got so crazy, the guy has not had to come out and go, okay, that deal's off. We've canceled that deal. We're not going to do that anymore. He said he is going to pay the original 18 people, but only if they prove that his products are to blame for their food poisoning. But other than that, the bit's off. Nobody else gets paid now.
Ace, would you get salmonella, which should be pronounced salmonella, by the way? Would you get salmonella on purpose for $11,000?
What's the worst thing that happens? I throw up a lot?
Yeah, I don't really know what happens.
Diarrhea, throwing up, fever.
For $11,000? Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Would you give it to your wife for $11,000?
No, I don't want to do that.
You wouldn't?
No, I'm not going to do that.
I mean,
You would.
I'd put a padded toilet seat on there for Jody. Get comfortable. We need that money, girl.
Get comfortable.
I'll do it and not even tell her about it. Like, oh my God, what happened to you?
This is terrible. I don't know how that happened. Do you think any idea?
But I know she would do it the same. My wife would.
Sure.
Yeah. She'd do the same.
Right. This is the Ace and TJ Show.
An unexpected treat coming to the movie theater, coming up in Now Trending.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Trump is the top trending topic, found guilty on 34 charges yesterday, criminal charges. So he's going to address it today at some point in a press conference, but he didn't seem fazed by it. He did a fundraiser last night and then went back to Trump Tower, his home in New York City. So America, New York, justice, Trump, all the top trending topics this morning.
Yeah, because it was expected, really. But when the judge said you don't have to be unanimous and still convict, you can convict in any combination of numbers that you want, and he unconstitutionally ruled that. Then they knew okay, well, the judge is just hell bent on the fact that Trump needs to be guilty and he wants to put Trump in jail. I mean, the whole thing has been a setup from the very beginning. And
I didn't know that they could have like 9 people say guilty and 3 people say not guilty. And really?
On each count.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's supposed to be unanimous.
Yeah. So it is the top trending topic, followed by Eminem. He's got a new song out today. It's called Houdini. It's a part of his upcoming album. And if you haven't checked it out yet, if you like old Eminem, old school Eminem, you're going to love this because he's back in the superhero costume. It's like, my bum is on your lips kind of thing. So you might really like it. I've never been an Eminem.
Yeah, you don't like Eminem, but do you like the song?
Not at all.
No.
I couldn't see myself listening to this in any, like on a run, in the car, sitting on the couch. No way do I want to hear this again. But it's interesting. So Eminem is trending. And they posted this video yesterday. Everybody remembers the viral sensation, the Dune 2 popcorn bucket. It was everywhere. Dune 2 had a special popcorn bucket, and it had a worm on the top, this big sandworm. And it looked to some people that it was adult. Let's just say that. So the popcorn bucket for Deadpool and Wolverine was released yesterday, the video of this thing. And it is, for a Disney movie, it is pretty graphic. It's a popcorn bucket shaped like Wolverine's head, and his mouth is wide open, and there's some graphic stuff going on in there. But people are very excited to get their hand. Rob, is this something you can't wait to get when you go see this movie?
I don't eat popcorn, so I'm not bothered with it.
That's right.
Remember, he doesn't eat popcorn.
Rob loves the movies, hates the popcorn, and I love that for you.
They're not getting me with concession prices.
That's exactly right. Thrifty. Tech D Rob, the thrifter.
Take my water bottles in, I'm good.
Yeah. All right, so those are a few things that are now trending.
Okay, enough of that. Okay.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
The Ace and TJ Show is sponsored by Richard Toccato. He's a mortgage expert, and whether you're looking to buy a home, refinance, open a home equity line, Richard can do all that. Even if you want to do some home improvement projects, Richard can help you find the money inside your own home. So homewithrich.com, or you can just give him a call. One short 5-minute phone call is all it takes to get you on your way. Ace, I want you to try something.
Okay.
I saw this on the internet.
Right.
Breathe in, keep your mouth closed, breathe in through your nose, like take a full breath, blow out all the air through your mouth, and then try to scream. No. Try it, TJ. In through your mouth and exhale all the air out of your lungs through your mouth, and then try to scream.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't work. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. If you're driving, be careful and don't hyperventilate.
Please. Well, because when you scream, the first thing you just go.
I also saw this other crazy thing on the internet yesterday. The people of Cambodia and Thailand, big sugarcane exporters, and they are dealing with elephants that are robbing the sugarcane trucks.
What?
So basically what happens when they pull through in these pickup trucks loaded with sugarcane, one elephant steps out into the road and stops the truck. And you're like, that's odd. And the guys stop because you can't pass on these small little roads. And then what happens is all the other elephant friends come out of the woods and they literally steal the sugarcane out of the truck, and the guy can't go anywhere.
That's crazy.
And there's protections on the elephants, so they can't do anything about it. They can't shoot them. It's part of like the Asian Endangered Species Act or something like that. So you can't harm them or do anything. So they can't run into them. They can't shoot them.
Why can't they shoot in the air?
There's got to be a way to just lure them out of the path of the trucks. But I mean, for hours this goes on, and then they work really hard, and then all their profits are gone in the matter of a minute.
Why can't they just enclose the bed of the truck?
That's also a good. You put them in like a FedEx truck, like that
or
closes
canvas,
down.
Throw some canvas or something over the top of it.
Something tells me like that's about as good as they got. I mean, I don't know. But
well, you know what? They're going to have to do a little bit better now.
Very possible.
The elephant is smarter than they are.
Release rattlesnakes. Elephants are scared of snakes.
Send them on their way.
There you go.
Absolutely.
So you got to drive around with a bunch of rattlesnakes?
Yeah.
Maybe.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, you know, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
There's a new kind of content I'm really into on TikTok. People are driving hours and hours and hours to go find an all-you-can-eat KFC buffet, because they're few and far between now. There's a few in South Carolina. There's a few in Tennessee, I believe, maybe a couple in Georgia, Alabama, all the usual suspects for an all-you-can-eat KFC buffet. And the people are driving 6 to 8 hours just to try this out.
Oh, God.
And after you see the video of it, I didn't think it was that impressive. I mean, it's all the things that you would normally get on the KFC menu. I mean, there's fried chicken, there's coleslaw, fries, potato wedges, mashed potatoes, and gravy. But it looks like the KFC food that you could get through the drive-thru. It's just laid out in a different way.
And you're not saving money because you're spending gas money to drive 8 hours to get it.
Yeah, and it's not like something they grew up with. They just want to see if it's real. And there's too many of them for it to be like, mystical.
But if you are going, if it's that big a deal, are you going to get that much more food at the buffet than you would if you ordered like a 12-piece?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You could order all you can eat from a regular KFC and not spend as much as you are spending on gas money and in the meal when you get there.
Yeah, $20 at KFC. You can get a box and 2 sides, and you're not going to be able to finish it. But, I mean, I guess it's good content. Like, we're going to go hunt down the KFC all-you-can-eat buffet. So it's just kind of fun. What's a celebrity you dislike for no reason? I really dislike Eminem, but I have a reason. I think he's not a good person. But do you have a celebrity in your head that you just hate for no reason? You can't really put your finger on it. My mom used to say, there's something about, I can't look at her.
Yeah.
And I go, what does that mean? And she goes, I don't know. There's just something about her. A lot of people say that about Anne Hathaway. Like she just rubs people the wrong way. But maybe you have something like that. At the Ace TJ Show on social media, who's the celebrity you dislike for no good reason? Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Who is the celebrity that you don't like and you don't really have a good reason for it? I was saying Anne Hathaway. She catches a lot of junk. And it affects her. I've read a couple articles with her. She's very depressed that people seem to dislike her. Who is the celebrity that you dislike for no good reason? There's a lot of these. But the top answer, Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell. People just dislike him for no real good reason. There's just something about him.
See the number of people that one person said Will Ferrell, and there's like a chain of people going, me too, me too. I hear this all the time. Like,
yeah.
Will Ferrell?
He's kind of the same character. I kind of get it.
Yeah.
My mom can't stand Adam Sandler.
What? Adam Sandler also on the list. Yeah. What did she ever give you a reason? Just there's just something about him.
Like I don't think he's funny or anything. Just the same way like with your mom. You just can't look. It rubs me the wrong way.
I kind of get it.
That was one of the first answers when somebody said, Christopher said, I really hate to come. I really have come to not be able to stand Adam Sandler anymore.
Yeah.
What's Adam Sandler done?
Anybody else say James Cameron?
No, you're the only person. But
there's plenty of reasons why to dislike him.
Yeah, Rob thinks he's cocky.
He is.
Yeah, probably all those things are true. Kevin Bacon on the list, and then a woman named Amanda said absolutely and tagged all her friends. I guess that's been like a big conversation in the friend group how much they hate Kevin Bacon.
A lady named Christy said Keanu Reeves. I know. I just can't stand him.
I kind of get it. There's so much like worship of Keanu Reeves, like he's the greatest thing ever.
But that's not.
There's going to be a little bit of balancing.
Yeah,
he's definitely weird.
But that's not him doing that.
No,
he's not out touting himself, talking worshiping. He's just being cool Keanu Reeves. Cool, nice, kind, positive, loving Keanu Reeves. Who's he harming? Nobody.
If you don't like Keanu Reeves, you're the problem.
Rob, big Keanu fan. Keanu. Meghan Trainor on the list. I've seen that. Anne Hathaway, Scarlett Johansson. Another woman said, absolutely. Can't stand her. Carrie Underwood
there are
also.
Of reasons to not like Scarlett Johansson, though.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know anything about Scarlett Johansson. Carrie Underwood, Tom Cruise. I understand the hate for Tom Cruise. Nicolas Cage, also a big answer on the list.
I know this is, no good reason, but why would you hate Carrie Underwood?
Well, because she's a Republican.
Oh, well, that's a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that whole thing,
she ain't digging her Caucasian in my car, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. But yeah, if you got a great one at the Ace TJ Show, love to read them.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.